one of the most important things that we do in life is to make choices. Probably every minute, or you can even say every second of our lives, we make some or other choice. And the Bible also speaks about making choices. If we believe what the Bible says, that we are free human beings, we are able to make creative, positive choices or negative choices. Now, I think it is important for us to try to focus on making right, positive choices. Although there's so many people that make negative choices and they experience negative things. When you read the Bible, there are many texts in how to make positive choices. Deuteronomy, I think 4, verse 29 says, "But even there, if you see God, your God, if you seek God, your God, you'll be able to find Him if you're serious, looking for Him with your whole heart and soul." In making choices, one of the most important things that we can do is to seek God and seek His will. Now, I was in the Gospel according to Luke 11. In the just page to Luke 11, verse 9. Here's what I'm saying: ask and you'll get, seek and you'll find, knock and the door will be open. And even the book of Amos, 3 times in the book of Amos, Amos 5 verse 4, it says, God's message to the family of Israel: seek me and live. Don't fool around at those shrines of Bethel. Verse 6, see God and live. You do not want to end up with nothing to show for your life, but a pile of ashes, a house burned to the ground. Verse 14, see God and not evil and live. You talk about God, the God of the angel armies, being your best friend. So it's very important that if we want to make the right choices, that we'll first of all seek God, seek His presence, seek His wisdom. I was just wondering, and maybe we can discuss it this morning, why is it that many people do not find God? Is it because that of atheists say there is no God? Is it because God is too far away, the kind of deistic God, that we cannot see Him, comprehend Him and understand Him? What is the reason? What do you think?
I think anything, if you want to, you will find it, isn't it?
You can only find what you're looking for.
Yeah.
I've met people that cannot find the positive things in life. They only see the negative stuff. So are they at wrong? Why do they see and they give proofs for their negative experiences? They can name those terrible things that happened to them, one by one. Are they all lies or what?
I don't think they're lies. I think for the moment they believe it. For them it's truth.
From their perspective, it's truth. I don't know how you feel, but I think there are a lot of negative things in life. In our world, it's a very complicated world. And there are billions and trillions times trillions of data floating around. In this world, when we take serious the words of the Bible, and Paul says in Corinthians, the God of this world has caused this world and infected this world with negative data. So I was thinking that listening to these people, that they do not lie for themselves or to other people, but they have a search for negative stuff. All the negative things. They accumulate all the negative things in life. And I think there is enough negative data. If you want to collect negative things, you will find more than enough of that stuff floating around. So it's again a case of searching, seeking. What am I think this is probably the most important thing is, what are we searching for? What are we seeking? What is that desire? What is that driving force in our life? And that to a large extent for me determine what at the ultimate end we are going to find. So if we search for negative stuff, you think we'll find it in this world?
Yeah, definitely.
Can you name some of the negative things?
It's an ugly day today. It's raining. It's cold.
There is, yeah. If you have that kind of
I mean, I think there's enough corruption and bad things that happen to people that people do to other people, and enough crime, and that it's easy to.
I think the world's
see that.
full of wickedness. If you read the Bible over and over, there's many cities, and every time through history that the world is full of wickedness and people doing harm to each other and hurt. And the Bible's full of sin and corruption. Yeah, there's plenty to be found. And it's even depressing if you just look at that. It's depressing to our souls.
I think a very, very important thing for us to find positive things in life is to remember that there are more than enough negative stuff floating around in this world that we can be confronted with. So when I thinking of people that we have tried to help in the past, when you speak to them, have counseling with them, they name these things one after another. And I've listened to them, they're not lies. There's in every one of them there's to a certain extent truth. Now I was wondering why don't they see the positive things in life? Are there no positive things in life?
I think it's the way you want to see. I think it also has got a lot to do with the way you've been brought up and how you look at things.
I
and
think
your whole attitude.
And that being grown up in that kind of spirit of negativity, almost in searching for the negative, almost the ugly, the hopeless, the meaningless stuff. I think you will determine yourself to find the stuff, and the more you find, the more you will concentrate on negative stuff. And ultimately, this is I think how the human brain and life operates. And when you ignore the positive stuff, your brain is not connected to positive stuff anymore, but only to negative. And I think you ignore the positive and the beautiful stuff. I think of one quotation of E.G. White. I think it's in a great controversy. She said that everyone who searches for hooks to hang their doubts on will find more than enough. And I've seen that negative people, they're so predetermined to find, not that they're bad, not that they, in the first instance, hopeless people, but their whole way, they have wired almost their brain to look and to search for negative stuff. And they ignore the positive things. You know the typical example of one sheet of white paper, and you make a small little black dot on that white paper, and you ask most people, what do they see? What will they say? White sheet of paper. No, a little black dot of paper. When you see a beautiful cloud, and there's a black spot in the cloud, what will we see? I think that we're living in a world where Satan is in control, the God of this world. There is enough data for us to find the ugly, the hopeless, the negative stuff. You know, we were speaking, was it yesterday morning or was it this morning, Emily, with this lady? And she said, oh, it's such a beautiful day. She's a very positive lady. And she said, oh, every season is so beautiful. And I said to him, isn't that wonderful? Myself sometimes find it difficult to see the beauty in winter. With all that snow and ice and fog down in California. I do not see a lot of beauty, but it seems that she finds every season. Now, empirically, when you test that in an empirical way, is it really so? I think winter is a little bit dreary, particularly when it rains. But she have developed a positive attitude. Hooks. She have developed, may I call that hooks? Is that right? She hooks the positive stuff, you know. It's like this fishing net. That fishing trailer here. She's got those hooks, and it only hooks the positive stuff. She thinks that even winter is a nice time. that was so beautiful for me. So what we seek, I think the Bible has a wonderful truth here for us. What we'll seek, we'll find. And I've met people, they see the ugly when you speak to them and see that they cannot escape from this prison. They're in Charlotte, they're amidst this dark, dreary stuff. And once again, within their little world, they're not lying to themselves. That is true. That's true for them. But they don't know how to escape to the positive things of life.